There's nothing. Howdy. Sounded way worse than I thought it was gonna sound. We're off to a great start. I didn't actually plan on this being my first video, but the video that was supposed to be my first one requires props that I don't have today. So here we are. My name is Kiara, and here's some relationship advice that you didn't ask for. Can you please keep your background laugh and like anything that you're saying? It comforts me.
Okay. You didn't hire me for that.
I did not, but it brings me joy nonetheless. So first, let me start off by saying that I am not, nor have I ever been in a relationship. Haha. So be mad. But I have spent most of my youth living vicariously through my friends who have been and are in relationships. You know what? I have learned a lot. That of which I am about to say. So, this is, I think, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and I think that it's important to reflect on your own goals and expectations from your partner, and your own expectations from yourself. What? I don't know. I tried to say a sentence and then I forgot what I was gonna say.
Take two.
I'm a professional. Anyway, let's discuss what those things are that are important. This took a weird turn. Having standards doesn't make you a bitch or a bad guy. I have learned from my own personal experiences that I have found myself feeling bad for not liking someone because of what can be considered a superficial reason. I cannot expect everyone to think that I'm the hottest thing that has ever graced their lives, even though it is the truth. And that's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and neither are you, and that's okay. But you cannot allow yourself to feel bad if you don't like someone because they have brown hair. Or if they just ugly. It's fine. You know what you like, and and it's okay to have standards, and it's okay to want to be with someone who meets those standards, superficial or otherwise. It's okay. You should always be mindful of your desires and your needs when it comes to a relationship or just a friendship or whatever. It's important to feel comfortable. So yeah, have standards. It's okay. Some people like baked chicken, some people like fried chicken. It's all about preferences. Yes, I just made the comparison.
You can find both out there.
You can find both. Chicken, what?
Look at all those chickens.
I don't know. Let's get back on topic. This is not for me. If you
Want a boyfriend or record this video?
You can be honest. Yes, I'm reading from my book because I didn't really plan this out like I was supposed to. you can be honest with someone without being mean, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be direct. And I know how hard it is to tell someone that they are doing something wrong, or not even that they're doing something wrong. Maybe they're just doing something that you don't particularly like or agree with, and that can be a very difficult conversation to have.
Yes.
You have to look at it. I try to always look at everything from an opposite perspective. If someone told me that they didn't like something that I was doing, but it's something that like I'm, maybe you're a little oblivious and you're just doing this thing and your partner's like, ooh, I really hate when she does that shit. It's hard to tell someone, hey, I don't like when you do that shit, because then it's like, I know myself, I'll start crying. So I understand that it's difficult to have, especially if it's something like really, really important, like something having to do with sex or something having to do with something else. It's a hard conversation. Whatever that is, I don't know.
Exactly, you already said sex.
I said the ... and I don't even know what. Okay, but you know what I mean. Okay, like you can.
You're like, okay.
I'm having a good time. But I say all of that to say that a person won't change their behavior or their habits if they don't fully grasp the severity of the issue. So don't skirt around it. But I guess I just burped. I guess you don't you don't have to be mean, but you should still be honest, as honest as you can, because that honesty goes a long way. And if you really value each other, then you can be honest with each other. Period. If you have romantic feelings for someone and they don't reciprocate those feelings, it's okay. You're not gonna die. You will find someone else, I promise. It's okay. And also, don't be a piece of shit and tell them that you're okay with it when you're really not, and you're just seething and you're just like, that was my impersonation of a grumpy person. I'm doing everything wrong. So what I mean also is that, like, if you specifically for people who have romantic feelings for someone that they are good friends with, it is not fair to you or the other person if you, this is just my opinion, okay? This is all this is. All this stuff is just opinions at the end of the day, okay? But I personally don't think it's fair for you to profess your love for someone and with like the, like there's no possibility of it happening. Okay, let's start there. I don't think it's fair to tell someone you're in love with them when you know that there's no possibility of it happening, because you're gonna ruin your friendship and you're gonna make yourself upset and you're gonna set yourself up for a lot of disappointment. So really consider your own well-being in these situations and weigh the pros and cons, okay? I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, right, yes. You should value your friendships and value yourself enough to know that if this person doesn't love you back, you should be okay with that. You should be able to walk away feeling fine. And if you can't accept that someone that you're friends with or otherwise, if you can't accept that they don't reciprocate those romantic feelings from you, then maybe you weren't really their friend to begin with. Think about it. Think about it. Next, this is a doozy. This one right here, okay? But it must be said. It is not your job. It is not your job to teach your partner how to be in a relationship. I don't care that he's only had one girlfriend. I don't care that she's only ever had one boyfriend. Look at me. I've never had either. And I can be objective and look at things that are right and look at things that are wrong and make a decision for myself of how I want to be treated and how my partner should be treated. And if you are constantly having to baby your boyfriend or teach him, spoon feed him information that he has had years and years and years to consider and learn from and figure out, that is a problem. If you're fine with being someone's girlfriend and mom and teacher, good for you. Good for you. I was gonna say I applaud you, but do I really? Sorry. I'm just saying that you have to look at both sides of the coin and consider if it's worth it for you to teach someone how to love you. Just saying. It's intense labor and it's not fair. I'm just putting it out there. Don't lose yourself in another person. You should try to, at all costs, maintain your independence when being with someone. We all know someone who has gotten a boyfriend or gotten a girlfriend and has just completely become one with that person to the point where it's like you don't even, like, that person doesn't even exist anymore because they're so caught up in their romantic partner. And it's totally fine to be like just so like wrapped up in your person because you just love them so much, but do best not to forget about the outside world and the people around you that also love you and want to spend time with you, because you may regret the day you look up and realize that your only friend is your boyfriend. And if that is the case, that is a problem. It is. It is. It is. If you think you're gonna die alone because your first relationship or your second or your third didn't work out, I can only assume that you are in 10th grade. It is not the end if you had a relationship and it didn't work out. Happens all the time. We're still here. We're still thriving. You can have that bad relationship, or you can have a relationship that you think is good. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it's good. Like, that's fine. But if that person leaves your life, don't spend too much time thinking that that was the best you're gonna get, because it's not true. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. You will find something will find you, and it'll be better. It will happen. I know we've all had I've had the thought, an adult woman. I know it doesn't look like it, but I promise you I am. I have tattoos and everything. Okay, I'm a grown-up. I can tell you that I have seen my friends go through the worst possible things that they can go through with a man. And they thought, well, this is it. This is it. I'm gonna die an old spinster. And that turned out to not be true. You have to be patient, and you have to continuously make yourself better, because if you spend a lot of time continuing to make yourself better, you will soon realize that you can do better, and you will expect better from a better person. So please, don't think that whatever his name is from down the street who did you dirty in 2017, you know, that was your one true love, and you're just so sad that you never found anything better than that. It's not, what am I even saying? You understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm flustered. That's funny. Yeah, don't give up. I'm sorry, I just laughed at something that I wrote. You can grow out of a person just like growing out of a pair of pants.
Wow.
I hope that makes sense. What's next? If someone doesn't want to be in your life, let them go. Let's say, for example, out of nowhere, for no reason at all, for reasons unknown to you, unbeknownst to you, something that you can't comprehend, follow, or understand, someone blocks you on everything. It's not funny. It's...
Our department.
Art flying in.
Okay.
Art flying out.
You good?
If someone blocks you on everything, don't spend too long wondering what you did, what they were thinking, or why it happened. They don't want you in their lives, and so be it. Unless you did do something. That's completely different. I'm talking about like if you had no... Sorry, just burped again. If there was no indication of a problem and you've been blocked by a friend or a significant other, let them fucking go. You didn't do anything. Or even if you did do something, but you don't know you did something, it's not your fault if there was no communication. If you've just been blocked. And so someone decided to call me right when I was in the middle of filming, and so I had to go and figure out the last thing that I said. So anyway, I was almost getting to the conclusion anyway. And forgive me if I'm looking really, really wacky and looking every which way. I'm trying to look at myself and trying to look at the camera, and
Thank God you can do both.
I was just about to say if I could do both, I would, but I can't. So yeah, bear with me. Just a few more points. Know your value and stop letting mediocre men make you cry.
Yes.
He ain't worth it. My friend's mom said no man. Wait, no, not my friend's mom. Whoa, yikes. My friend's ex-boyfriend's mom
No, that's so specific.
said to her, no man is worth tears. And she's right. stop letting ugly boys make you cry.
Y'all ugly.
Even the pretty ones. Stop letting any man make you cry. Whatever the situation is, you don't have to suffer. There is somebody out there that will treat you better. Okay? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I guess with all that I've said, I know that I'm gonna look back and watch this video and be confused, horrified, confused again. I've talked a lot, and I don't know if it's because I'm kind of like sort of disassociating because I'm nervous, but I have like completely forgotten half the things that I've said already. So yeah, this is gonna be a really exciting playback for me. But I guess my final points are: enjoy each other, enjoy your partner, okay? Enjoy your friendships. You can learn a person and enjoy a person, and you can also not like some of the things that they do, but if you can't talk about those things, then maybe you need to call it quits, because you should always be able to communicate with your friends or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your whatever friend.
I feel like you have to talk, like if you're in a relationship, you have to talk with the other person, because, you know, it's 50-50 at the end of the day, you know.
It is 50-50 at the end of the day. It's the truth, okay? It's two-way. It's a two-way street. It's two equal parts work. She said it. It's truth, okay? Know your priorities in your relationship. You need to know yourself, your personal priorities, and your partner needs to know their priorities too. And if those priorities do not match up, then you need to figure out what the right move is. And don't just sit there and pout your lips and suffer in silence and sweep your problems under the rug. Because that's, under the rug is where the resentment grows. Wow, I just made that up. I'm so smart. Trademark. Yes, communicate and stop settling for less. It's such an important thing to know your value, and this isn't just for women, it's for men too. You need to be okay with setting boundaries. You need to be okay with walking away if it's wrong. If you feel so inclined to try and fix your relationship or fix the other person, that is your business. But I really hope you're not suffering for it, because relationships are not about suffering. I know everybody likes to say relationships are hard work. It's hard work. Being in a relationship, having a partner is work. Does it need to be that much work? Damn, like, y'all just sound like, are you clocking in? Like, I just...
My friend used to say that love has to be simple.
Don't listen to Justin Bieber. He said love ain't simple, but it is. Or it should be.
It should be.
It should be. And if it's not...
It can be, well.
It can be. Why did I just jump like that? I got so excited. It can be simple, and it should be simple. And if it's not simple to the point where your temples are popping, then you need to reevaluate some stuff. So yes, talk with your partner, love yourself, love your partner. It's an exciting month for love, Valentine's Day. I love it so much. I did not mean for that to sound so cynical. I really hope I don't come off cynical. I have been trying my best to scrub myself of that trait. Anyway, thank you. I hope this video finds you well. If you actually stayed through this entire video and didn't want to throw up, I appreciate you. If you clicked on this video and found even one useful piece of information, let me know what it was. Be nice or don't. I don't know. I can't control the internet. I'm just here to say words and make people happy. Oh, by the way, did you notice that picture up there? I bet you're wondering what that is. Oh, you weren't wondering what that was? Well, that's okay, because I'm gonna shamelessly promote myself anyway. A lot of the things, or some of the things that I just mentioned in this video, I touch on in my book. I am really awkward. Wow. I just lost my train of thought. I am a young adult author. I wrote my first book when I was very young, and I recently finished it last year and published it, and I'm so happy. And this is Ruby's copy, if you're wondering who has been doing all the cute laughing and talking in the background. Her name is Ruby, and she's amazing. And she bought my book because she's a good friend. And the book is about two young people fresh out of high school who are dealing with two very severe types of loss. The loss of a partner and the loss of a parent. And although the two are very different, why do I keep burping? The Pepsi. It's a story about self-discovery. It's a story about two people going through the journey of growing up and at a very crucial time and losing people that are important to them, and how they navigate the waters of young adulthood. And one of the things that I mentioned that that is very important to me is knowing when to let go of someone who has let go of you. Like, it's gonna be okay. So if you are a young adult and you like to read, you should read this. And if you do read it, thank you. If you like it, please let me know. If you don't like it and you think it's stupid and it was a waste of your time, tell me why. I can take it. I worked really hard, okay? Look, I printed up the paper. Well, I didn't print it, but... You know, when I said I was gonna do this was not how I imagined it going. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Can't cut.
Okay, I'm sorry. Bye.